Suddenly. A word that I'm sure that we have all heard. It's gonna happen suddenly. But what does that look like leading up to the suddenly? What does God require of us before the suddenly? I'm glad you asked. Now, there are many instances in the Bible referring to when God comes upon people suddenly, when God blesses people suddenly. But there was one instance of God moving suddenly that He highlighted to me for this specific message. And that is Acts 2 1 through 4, when it says, "When the day of Pentecost had fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the whole house where they were sitting. Then there appeared to them divided tongues as of fire, and one sat upon each of them." Now, side note, the day of Pentecost commemorates a day when the Holy Spirit came upon the people of God. Um, yeah. I thought I was going to say something else, but that's it. That's just like a little side note, a little fun fact. But what stuck out to me in this verse was when it specified the day of Pentecost had fully come and they were all on one accord in one place. A lot of the times before God does come suddenly in your life, there is some preparation on our end that needs to be made. Before the Spirit of the Lord came heavy upon these people, the day had to fully come. It had to come full circle in order for that suddenly to happen. Before God can give you that gift, it needs to come full circle. And by full circle, I mean when the time is right. When God sees that it is your time. When God has prepared you for such a time as this, and you're in the position to where you are ready to walk forth to receive that gift. And that's when it can happen suddenly. So in order to upkeep that suddenly that God blesses us with, we have to be in a mindset to be able to maintain it. As God was giving me this message, He told me, "Deborah, in order for this suddenly to happen, a seed needs to be planted." Everything starts off as a seed. Although it is suddenly and it may be a blessing to where you're like, "Whoa, God, what a surprise." That doesn't mean that some things didn't lead up to that. Now, God is in the business of blessing people, and He blesses us when we don't even deserve it. And God's gifts are not earned. But God does make sure that we have the character and the heart and the spirit to be able to maintain those blessings. He's not going to bless us with something knowing that we're not going to be able to keep it. And so all those days where you were working on your character and you were forgiven and you were uprooting all these things that you dealt with, that all led up to that suddenly.